Hi, welcome to another nail polish tutorial on polish. This one's actually not much of a polish tutorial, but a design tutorial on how to do the design I did for Zigzag. It was inspired by Missoni. It doesn't look super Missoni, but you know, it still looks cool, I think. And it's a really simple technique that is really fun to do, and it's not super hard. It's kind of hard if you have a dominant hand or not, but I mean, you can just, you know, attempt like I did, or get a friend to help you, or something along that line. Okay, so what you need to start off with is a black nail. Paint your nail black, and then paint a matte top coat over it. If you don't have a matte top coat or a matte black, you can buy a really cheap one from Walmart. I think it's like $4. It's the Hard Candy brand. That's the one I have. Otherwise, Essie has a matte top coat. I think Revlon probably does. I mean, there's probably a ton of them out there. But if you're looking for a cheap option that works well, I use the Hard Candy brand. And that's what you do. The first thing you need to do is get some colored pencils. What I use are Prismacolor pencils. Their lead is softer than normal, so I'm not sure that you'd want to use regular like Crayola or Rose Art colored pencils because they may not work the same. What you do then is start off with your nail, and for my nail I use two gold colors or two kind of like creamy yellow colors and a red color, but for this one I'm going to be using one creamy gold color and then a green and a blue. So what you do is I started off in the middle of the nail and just draw a zigzag, and this gives us a basis from where to draw all our other zigzags. And then you just continue, and you can leave a small gap in between each zigzag, and that's why it's important to have a relatively sharp pencil. If it's kind of messy, like your lines aren't perfect and they have some weird looks to them, that's okay, because no matter how you do it, it's gonna look cool. So what I do is I just drew all of my cream lines first. That's actually the color of this pencil is cream. I used it in my manicure as well, just 'cause it's a good light color and it's not as stark as white. And you can leave big gaps or little gaps, but it's best to leave some kind of gap. And right now I can't get all the way to the edge of the nail because of the way the practice hand is, but on your real nail you should be able to go almost all the way to the very top of the nail. And then you start on the bottom. And you just keep going. Obviously this won't take as long if you've got shorter nails. Like, by now I would have stopped on myself because my nail would be done, but you know, not all of us have the ability to have long nails like a fake hand, probably because I bought long nails. I mean, I guess I could put these on, but I'm not one for fake nails, really. They bother me and get in my way. And I have to trim my own nails really short, so once the fake ones come off, my nails are all short and gross. Getting close to the end, because I'm rambling about life as I do this, because I don't know how to edit videos so that it speeds up, because I don't have Windows Media movie thing, because I have a Mac. Anyways, so you have your cream zigzags done. There we go. You had to listen to enough of my rambling. Then, I'm taking the blue, which is called Light Cerulean Blue, and just starting at the bottom, I'm going to fill in some of those gaps. not a whole lot. Leave a couple of black spaces because, you know, it just looks like you drew a black line on there, thus adding to the design. And obviously, with the curvature of the nail, it's not the easiest to do it, especially if you're doing it on your non-dominant hand, but you know, even I messed up my non-dominant hand, and I'm not worrying too much about it, because from far away, people will still think it looks cool. Okay, and now I'm taking this green color, which is called True Green, and I'm gonna color in some more. Spaces, and you can do any color combo you want. If you're basing it more off of Missoni, I'd stick to more, you know, neutral colors, because I mean, I googled Missoni and it didn't look like they had a whole lot of really bright ones. I mean, they had like a red one that was, you know, red shades, but I mean, it was kind of muted and it wasn't really, you know, stark. Okay, so kind of looking at the video, I need to add a few more here just to make it look a little better, in my opinion. Add a little more color. I know the color might be kind of hard to see on the video, but it's there. Trust me. You're not looking for a bright pop of color, I don't think, anyways. At least I wasn't with this, but I mean, you can do it however you want. And that's basically it. And now what you need to do, what I did, I mean, you could leave it, you could paint a matte top coat on top of it if you wanted, if you like that difference between the matte and the shiny. But if you don't, you get your top coat, which I conveniently forgot to grab, so I had to go run and do that. And just paint right over the top, as you would with any other design. And I think you will want to do some kind of top coat with this design to seal the colored pencil onto it. Makes it shiny and pretty and seals it all up, and it has a really cool zigzaggy look that I don't think you'd be able to achieve with nail polish unless you're like a super pro. But for those of us who are at home do-it-yourselfers, I think this is a good way to do it. I really like it. That's why I only did it on one nail, obviously, because, you know, kind of difficult to do on all of my nails, especially when I have my dominant hand as my left hand, so my left hand looks kind of crappy. Anyways, if you don't have Prismacolor pencils, which I know they're expensive, you could try using watercolor pencils because they have a softer lead. Don't get them wet first, though. I don't think that would work very well. I mean, you might get a brighter color, but when you put the top coat on, it probably will smear all over the place. I guess I haven't tried, so if you want to try, you can. Let me know if you do, and if you feel like letting me know that it works. Otherwise, that's basically it for the nails. Sorry that you had to endure me talking forever and ever while I drew all the zigzags, but like I said, I don't know how to edit videos, so if anyone watches this and they know how to edit a video on a Mac with either iMovie or Premiere Pro or whatever they use in the Creative Suite for doing movies, because all I know is Photoshop. So yeah, thanks for watching the tutorial, and I hope you try out zigzags for yourself.